ठीक है.
Good afternoon, respected Ashwini ma'am, all the faculty members and my dear students. Today we are here for the guest lecture on the topic of accelerator and incubation opportunities for student and faculty, early stage entrepreneur. Today our guest of speaker is Dr. Sanjay Pachauri, who is working as a professor in CSE department of IMT College of Engineering, Greater Noida. He has published more than 35 papers in reputed international and national journals. He also published 2 patents. He has the work experience of around 22 years in the field of academic research. Pachauri sir, we welcome you. Kindly start your conversation.
Thank you, Zeva ma'am, for a nice introduction. I would like to share my screen first.
Yes.
Is it visible?
Yes, sir. Now visible. Kindly start.
Before starting our session upon the early stage entrepreneurship, I would like to quote 2 things over here. When in 1998, India got success in the nuclear explosion in Pokhran, and the entire global scenario US and other countries, they imposed so many restrictions over India. And that was the time when we were working around our NASA scientists were working for our moon mission and other missions, and they were not giving few technologies. In that way, we were failed to get even cryogenic engine from Russia. At that time, President APJ Abdul Kalam told that nobody can bound or nobody can stop the innovations in any of the boundaries. Actually, they were the lines. By their lines, our scientists got success in inventing and innovating cryogenic engine even. And we create a history to reach over Mars in the very first attempt. So by these lines, I would like to start my session. Very first question over here before starting all of these. What is actually the biggest communication problem all around the globe? If anyone can answer, actually the biggest problem is we do not listen to understand. We listen to reply. Whenever we don't listen to understand, how can we know what actually the basic vision and the mission behind the person who is telling something? We actually listen to reply so that what is actually the opposite party was about to say, how we have to cross that line. That is actually the biggest problem. So in our topic, if I'm having a question for all of you, what would you like to be an entrepreneur? A very simple answer is over there. No. Why no? Because we don't want to work hard. This is the simplest way to say no to anything. And if we want to work hard, we can say yes. And we never want to work hard. So in the continuation, if we want to become an entrepreneur, what the qualities we should have? We should have these 7 qualities among us. First is drive and energy. We should have a force of driving ourselves and full of energy. Whatsoever we want, we have to do that, and not on any of the cost. Because the last point of this slide is moderate risk taking. So we have not to pay any of the cost. We have to go through a very, very safe driving pattern, and we should be full of energy. We should have a self-confidence on us. If we are not having the self-confidence, if we are not having the confidence that we can do this thing, हाँ मैं कर सकता हूँ, until unless we are not having that feel, we can't do, because the very simple thing, this is equal to a war actually. And in any of the competition, there are two things as a result. Either we will win or we will lose. If we are in the winning condition and if we won, then nobody is going to finger you out. But if we lose, there might be again two conditions. What they two are, we fight as per best of our capabilities and we lose. In this condition, at least we are not having any clinch in within us. यार हमने the best जो हम दे सकते थे, we have not given our best. So in that condition, we are having a satisfaction. Yes, we have given our best, but the opposition person, the opposite party was little bit better than us, or little bit better than me. That's why he won. And the second point, lose the field. हम लड़े ही नहीं, हम बिना लड़े ही हार मान लेते हैं. This is actually the self-confidence. We should have a self-confidence. Yes, we can do. Then the third point is long-term involvement. We should have a very long-term involvement within our business. Whatsoever we want to do, we should be involved from the root till the fruit. Of course, money is a measure, but money is a measure only when we are a problem solver and we are having a very long-term involvement within that. So we should be a problem solver as well. We should have the ability to set our goals. Yes, these are the goals which we have to accomplish, which we have to complete within this time limit, because we are also having a time frame with us. Otherwise, competitors are always there in the market. My competitor will be little bit far away from me and I will lose my business. And all of us are very well known when we have to do any of these things, we should be capable enough with a self-confidence that we can take a moderate risk. आंख बंद करके रिस्क नहीं लेना है. Very calculative, very moderate. This we should know. To become an entrepreneur, हमें बहुत सारी चीजों से डील भी करना होगा. So हमारे पास एक क्वालिटी और होनी चाहिए कि हाउ टू फेल, हाउ टू डील विद द फेलियर्स. अभी मैंने बोला, yes, we are having 2 points to lose. If we win, nobody is going to finger me out. If we lose, then we are having 2 points. Okay, we lose after giving our best, or we lose as we don't give the fight. हमने अपना बेस्ट दिया फिर हारे, हमें कोई शिकवा नहीं होगा अपने से, लेकिन हमने मैदान ही छोड़ दिया. That is a problem. That's why in the very first case when we give our best, हमने अपना पूरा बेस्ट दिया and we fail. In that particular condition, we should know how to deal with the failures. We should learn with the failures, and we have to take a feedback of our failures. Okay, why we fail? Where was our mistake? So that we can improve that thing. Then we should having the quality to take the initiative and the responsibilities. हमें responsibility और initiative से भागना नहीं है, because this is our own. जो हमारा है वो हमारा है. हमारा है तो responsibility भी हमारी है. Use of resources. Of course, when we are doing it the very first time, we might have a limited resources. So we have to be very careful about the uses of our resources. We should not waste our resources. We should use our resources optimally. Competing against themselves. We should not make our target to compete our competitor, because he's having their own life, their own methodology, their own style, their own technology. So you have to compete within themselves only. अपने आप से कंपटीशन रखो. मेरा कल इतना था, आज मुझे उससे बेस्ट करना है, कल आने वाला और उससे ज्यादा बेस्ट होना चाहिए. Until unless we are not having this type of target setting and we are not having the competitive environment within ourselves, we will not get success. And we should also have the internal control. This internal control means if we fail or if we got success, we should have the talent to handle all of these situations. For any failure or for any success, we should have a very, very moderate control over that. Okay, how to handle with the failure as well as how to handle with the success. And of course, we should have the tolerance of ambiguity. Okay, how to, you should have a very, very great tolerance power even. So for an entrepreneur must have a very clear vision. And after having a very clear vision, we should review our vision regularly. It might possible that we are having a vision 3 years back, and now in the current scenario, the vision, due to the change in the technologies and the market, the vision needs improvement. That's why we have the capacity or the capability, and we have a practice to make it a review regularly. Of course, all of these things are very hectic. अगर हम सब इन्हीं में लगे रहेंगे, then we are not having any time. And time is very much needed. That's why you have to take time for your fun and your relaxation. If you are not having the time for your fun and relax, make it sure that you are not going to become a very good entrepreneur even. You have to save your time. You have, आपको समय चुराना पड़ेगा अपने ही वक्त में से, अपने मजाक, अपने फन के लिए, अपने रिलैक्स के लिए. You should have an urgency and excitement. आपको कुछ भी नया करने के लिए, you should know what is actually the urgency of that part. I think there is an
Hello.
there is a
sorry,
problem
sir.
in screens, I think. Show.
Yes, sir.
I got
Your
it now.
screen.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm directly coming over that part where I was.
Now it's
Is it visible now?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Right.
sir. Now you can continue.
So we should know the urgency. And if an urgency is there, we should know how to handle the urgency even. We should have spare our time for our family, and we should pray even. हमें अपनी prayers के लिए, अपनी परिवार के लिए, अपनी family के लिए, हमें इन सब के लिए भी वक्त निकालना चाहिए. इन सब के लिए भी वक्त चाहिए. Even बहुत पुरानी कहावत है. जब मैं छोटा था तो मेरे हिंदी के टीचर हम लोगों से कहा करते थे कि एक स्वस्थ शरीर में ही एक स्वस्थ मस्तिष्क का निवास होता है. If you are healthy enough, then you are having a healthy brain. So you should have the time to exercise. And you should know how to take all of these things and how to handle all of these things even. So एक entrepreneur को, an entrepreneur must be very open. He should be open. At least इसीलिए मैंने to be very first line जो मैं अब बोल रहा हूँ कि entrepreneur must be open. That's why I quoted my very first line. What is the biggest problem of the communication now? Because we communicate not to understand, we communicate to reply. So an entrepreneur should be a very good listener even. कि सामने वाले को सुने भी तो. Until unless it might possible कि कुछ ऐसी चीज हो जिसकी तरफ हमारा ध्यान नहीं गया. So you should be open enough. Having a willingness to learn. Always having a willingness to learn. अगर मेरे पास learning willingness खत्म कर दी, then it is sure that I am not going to run very far. Be yourself and do not worry about others. दूसरा क्या कर रहा है, उसने क्या किया है, उसकी पॉलिसी क्या है. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time to get a comparison chart in between they and you. Don't compare. Because you are wasting your energy and your time in this competition, in this competitive scenario, to make a competition in between you and your competitor. एक तरह से अगर आप देखें तो you are solving a problem of your competitor, not yours company. अपने लिए वक्त निकालो, अपना टाइम देखो, and you should have an ability to change. Until unless if you are not having the ability to change yourself, because most of the time it is found that yeah, I am a CEO or I'm the boss of the company, and why should I listen to my subordinate, and my subordinate is giving me a advice to change this thing, so I have to change myself. No, not at all. I am the boss, I am having the right to do anything. No, not at all. I've clearly said this particular line: take moderate risk. So you should have the ability to change. Be very polite. Be patient like. एक पेशेंट का केस देखें, अगर पेशेंट कितना भी strong रहा हो, when he is a patient, he or she has to obey the rules and the regulations set by their medical advisors, doctors, nurses, support staff. Whatsoever they are advising, they have to follow. Similarly, if you are going to become an entrepreneur, you have to follow that type of thing. So you should have the ability to change yourself. Be helpful and respect others. If you are not respecting and you are willing to get respect from others, this is not possible. Because in this entire world, whatsoever you are giving to the society is same thing is giving back by the society. This is simply the Newton's third law of motion. Action is having the reaction. If you are giving the respect, you will get the respect. If you are not giving the respect, you can't hope that respect will be given to you by anyone else. Be serious and result oriented. That's why the very first line was quoted. Listen to understand, not to reply. Be serious. Listen each and everyone carefully and analyze that thing. Okay, what is the last result of this particular conversation? What is the last result of this particular meeting? What is the last result of this particular making a comparison chart over there? Is it beneficial to our organization? And be thankful to each and everyone. Either he is on the top or he is on the bottom. So entrepreneur should also know where you are heading right now. आज आप कहाँ हैं? That's why, by 2 slides back, that's why this line was quoted over there. We should have a very clear vision and we should analyze and we should review our vision regularly. So we should know where we are right now, where we were in previous few weeks back or few months back or few years back, and where we should be in coming few months or the coming few years. It should be very well clearly known by this entrepreneur. Know how to handle the success. Another line was quoted in the Hindi कि जोश में होश नहीं खोने चाहिए. Never commit anything when you are very happy, and never take any oath when you are very sad. So you should know how to handle. and make it very clear. As per our third point, earn it. इसके लिए मैं आपको छोटी सी बात बताता हूं. देखिए, my son is too young, 12-13 years. He was asking for a new bat, and the cost of the bat is approximately 2,000 rupees, suppose. And he was asking for the bat. It is a real story. It is not the story, it is a real fact. And he was having an old bat, but his friends were having a new one. Each and every friend is having a very new bats and very branded bats. So he always feels inferiority complex that I am having an old bat and they all are having the new one. So he demanded for that. So my wife told, you may have a new bat within few hours even, but not like that. You should earn that bat. And wife set a target for my son. If you achieve this target, you will get your new bat. So you have to earn that. Son achieved the target, a new bat was given to him. So now he is having the value of that bat. आज उसे उस बैट की कीमत का अंदाजा है कि मैंने इतना करने के बाद लिया था, ये मैंने कमाया है. So whenever we do all of these things, whenever we got the success by doing all of these, whatsoever we have discussed till now, that will be our earning. So we will have a proud within ourselves. So that's why don't feel sorry for yourself. Never feel sorry, because if you will feel sorry, then you can't think in that positive direction where you have to. Always write the positive statement. Never write a negative statement. Something like, for an example, suppose there is a competition and you are having the right to make a comparison chart. Suppose 30% student failed and 70% student passed. So in the comparison chart, if you are writing 30% students failed, so don't write like this. Try to write like this: 70% student got success in the examination. दोनों तरह की बातें दोनों ही एक हैं. When you are writing 70% student got success, it means what about the rest 30? They were not successful. It is very clear, but why to write? So don't write negative statement. Always write positive statements. And you have to plan for the next day at the end of the each day. आज मैंने ये किया, ये टारगेट अचीव हुए, कल मुझे ये करना है. At the end of the each day, you should have the to-do list of your next day. So what are the demands? What are actually the demands to be an entrepreneur? अगर एक entrepreneur बनना है तो आपसे environment, आपसे market क्या demand करता है कि आपके पास क्या होना चाहिए? At least आपके पास इतनी चीजें होनी चाहिए, जैसे गिविंग ऑल टू द वेंचर. जो कुछ भी आप बना रहे हैं, जो भी आपका वेंचर है, यू हैव टू गिव योर ऑल टू योर वेंचर. आपको सब कुछ अपना अपने वेंचर को दे देना चाहिए. सब कुछ का मतलब क्या है यहाँ पर? इट माइट बी, क्योंकि वेंचर है तो कैपिटल भी लगेगी. इट माइट बी योर कैपिटल, इट माइट बी योर ब्रेन, it might be your experience, it might be your energy, it might be your power, it might be your time. Each and everything should be given to your venture. So when a venture is there and you are giving full to your venture, so you are having a commitment within yourself that I have to achieve this. So always try to complete the commitment whatsoever you have made within yourself. Always you should have a creativity and the innovation within you. Suppose you have March 2020, COVID was there. And मुझे बहुत अच्छे से याद है the speech of Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister of India, क्योंकि उस टाइम मैं अपना ही बताता हूं, आप लोगों का तो नहीं कह सकता, कि जो मास्क लगा हुआ देखते थे हम, तो वो दिखता था नॉर्मली डॉक्टर्स के मुंह पर जो ऑपरेशंस करते थे, और उसको हम बहुत बड़ी चीज मानते थे कि यार कितनी बड़ी चीज है। तो प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी ने अपने पहले स्पीच में ये कहा था कि वी शुड यूज द मास्क, और मास्क नहीं है अंगोछा लपेटिए, अंगोछा बांधिए, तौलिया बांधिए, रुमाल बांधिए, यूज मास्क, कवर योर फेस एंड योर नोज। उसके बाद धीरे धीरे मास्क का इनोवेशन और क्रिएटिविटी आपने खुद ने दिखी है इसी 2 साल के अंदर। नाउ वी आर हैविंग द डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ मास्क, इवन फैंसीज, सर्जिकल, low cost, high cost, each and everything. So creativity was there, innovation was there. If you are going to purchase a new shirt, or females are going to purchase a new suit, free matching mask will be given by the shopkeeper to you. This is creativity, this is innovation, which you have always to follow. You should have the knowledge to the subject, of course, whatsoever you want to start. You should have a capability of team building. Don't try that मैं सब कुछ कर सकता हूँ, I am alone capable enough to do any damn thing. Sorry, nobody is capable enough to do all the damn things. Nobody in the entire globe. It is for the human beings. We should know the economic values. We should have our ethics. We have to follow all of these things. Until unless we are not going to get a very successful entrepreneur. And if you are an entrepreneur now, so of course you are having some advantages of being an entrepreneur. What actually the advantages are? Advantages are you are having your own control to your entire system, so you control your own future and your own life. You are having a satisfaction of making your own money. You are putting your talent into your organization and you are using it. So you are having a self-satisfaction ki yes, mera talent mujhe ye aata tha, and now by my talent I am making money for my family. And the last and the most important, I am enjoying my life. I am enjoying my business because this was my passion. And whenever a passion is enjoyed, having a self-satisfaction is over there. A great self-satisfaction is over there. But some disadvantages are also there. We are having an irregular income. We are doing all the work by ourselves. Might also possible, and we are having a very hard life. Of course, yes, these are the disadvantages even. So how this particular venture which we are going to start is funded? It is funded by our personal savings, through bank loans, through our family members, or the employees even, or the partners if we are having, by our friends, or by our venture capitalists, by mortgaging our property, or by taking the government grants. These are few points where we are getting our venture funded. But few problems are also there to get a particular, to start our particular startup. It might be the administrative and the regulatory requirements, startup financings, lack of marketing and the selling skills. How to take finances when we are in the growth stage, lack of management skills, lack of business support and the market access. It might also possible that each and every time we are not having the market access. It might possible. So we have to take care of all of these things. These are the problems which we face. Protecting of the ideas, technological access, discrimination by the financial providers, adopting to standards and the quality. If we want to be within the market, we should protect our ideas by IPRs. We should very much focus about our standards and the qualities, because the standards and the qualities always survive. Quality always survive. We are having a problem. We can face a problem by the discrimination over the support providers. and the lack of information even. And we should also use these few hottest industries in our startups like IoT, big data analytics, mobile apps, payment wallets, social media analytics, which is very much required nowadays when if we want to get our startup a very good successful. Cloud services or life sciences, biotechnology, medical devices, equipments, and the healthcare services even. Few basic things, challenges which we can face. The client dependence might be there. The client is not giving you the payment in the right time. Client is not giving you the raw material at the right time. Money management might be there. You might feel the fatigue. कि यार अब तो बहुत थक गए, आराम चाहिए, but the target is still not completed. So these type of challenges you may face. Founders dependence might be there. Balancing and quality and growth. And the best thing, सबसे ज्यादा जरूरी क्या है इसके बाद? सबसे ज्यादा जरूरी इसमें एक चीज और भी है. This is the last line of this slide. This is actually the very basic thing. So what we have to do? Come with an idea, carry out a study. ये सब तो सबको समझ में आता है. Grow the idea, but the last line, prepare for exit. कि सर हमारा बिजनेस है और हम एग्जिट कर जाएं. This is not digestible. Yes friends, अगर ऐसा नहीं होता तो एप्पल जो दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी कंपनी, अगर एप्पल के फाउंडर ने एग्जिट नहीं किया होता तो क्या आज एप्पल ऐसा होता? एवरी बिग ब्रांड फाउंडर ऑलवेज, जब आप एक मैच्योरिटी लेवल पर पहुंच जाए, प्रिपेयर योरसेल्फ टू एग्जिट एंड कंपनी को कंपनी की तरह से रन करने दीजिए. कंपनी के फाउंडर मेंबर, इफ स्टिल यू आर द फाउंडर मेंबर, आप दूसरा बिजनेस सोचिए, अगले की तरफ स्विच करिए. You have not to stop by going through a simple business, a single business. So this is very much important. इसके लिए बिजनेस इंक्यूबेटर आपको क्या हेल्प करता है और क्या सर्विसेज देता है? बिजनेस इंक्यूबेटर ऑलवेज प्रोवाइड्स यू द इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर. इससे आप बहुत चीजों से बच जाते हैं, रेंट वगैरह, इवन ऑल ऑफ दीज थिंग्स. Business services will be provided by the business incubator. Financing will be provided by the business incubator. And all the type of networking. Networking means the lack of social capital. This is networking is a social capital. कहाँ market है, कैसे पहुँचना है, marketing skills, selling skills, each and everything will be taken care by this networking, which is given by the supported by a business incubator. In few last slides, I was a little bit fast because I would like to give you time to ask your queries. That's why I would like to stop here. So thank you for all of you for the patience listening, and hand it over to Zeba, please.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable time. Now I would like to invite Mr. Basanta Mahto for the cautionary session. Basanta sir, please. Basanta sir, any questions, sir?
I think Basanta sir is on a muted mode.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah.
Basanta.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to all. Good afternoon, sir. It was a fantastic session presented by you, and a few students asked. Any students? Any question? Or combinedly, I can say some questions. Sir, for any incubator, if I'm a student or from my as a faculty point of view, I want to know about for an incubator, what is the best step to start? Means suppose I have a circuit or I have a design, and which I already implemented somewhere. Means I have the prototype model. So what are the basic steps for to reach some extent in the market?
Yeah. प्रोफेसर बसंता, एक्चुअली आपके क्वेश्चन को मैंने जो समझा है, शायद आप ये पूछना चाहते हैं, यू आर हैविंग एन सर्किट एंड यू हैव इम्प्लीमेंटेड दैट सर्किट समवेयर, इट मींस द प्रोटोटाइप इज रेडी। सो एज पर माय नॉलेज जो मैंने क्वेश्चन समझा है, आपके पास दो चैलेंजेस हैं इस टाइम कि you have to make that prototype industry ready, number one, as well as you have to search the market where you have to consume or you have to sell these things to make earn money, right? In this case, company office के लिए आप किसी incubator से बात करेंगे, whenever you will got an incubator, वो आपको space, market, ये सारी चीजें देगा, और आप incubator के पास अपना प्रोडक्ट भी बना सकते हैं। इंक्यूबेटर आपको उसमें भी हेल्प करेगा। तो इंक्यूबेटर आपको टेक्नोलॉजी आपको देनी होगी, अपनी टेक्नोलॉजी आपकी होगी, टीम आपको बनानी होगी। इंक्यूबेटर विल प्रोवाइड यू द एनवायरनमेंट। आई थिंक योर क्वेश्चन इज आंसर्ड।
हाँ, yes sir, yes sir. Thank you very much sir for your guidance and suggestions. So
thank you.
On behalf of EC Department and IMT College of Engineering, thanks to all the audience for their significant presence in the session, and I especially thank to our esteemed speaker, Dr. Sanjay Pachori sir, is a professor in computer science, for his vital appearance and for his valuable time in your busy schedule. It really means a lot to us. We have surely added some. We will conduct more such kind of event for our audience and the students, and also for the faculty also, and it will help to all of us. Okay, thank you sir.
Thank you so much sir. Thank you sir for your valuable time.
Thank you.
Thank you sir.